Hey everybody, I am using a little pod thingy to hold the phone this time, so that way I don't have to try to hold it while I'm showing you what I'm doing down here. I turned the light off because that's really bright for the phone, but I have the glitter on all of this shoe now. Actually, I have wet glue right here where I'm about to put some glitter on, but you can kind of see, for me, putting the light on makes it better. However, it's got a bit of a glare for you guys. But that's the mom's shoe, and give me a second, I need to put glitter on this bit of glue before it dries, because I was working right up until the point where I was supposed to start the video. Now I've got Jaden in the background there without his shirt on, showing off his scrawny little non-muscles. Anyway, alright. So I'm Cynthia with Sparkle Freaks Design, and I'm giving you my Tootsie Tuesdays weekly update. And right now I am in the process of finishing the Perryville Panthers mother-daughter set that I've been working on for entirely too long. I'm pretty sure y'all are quite sick of seeing these same pair of shoes week after week in these videos. But they're just beating me up. So, but now I'm finally getting to the end of them, and they are looking pretty good. And I'm probably going to be sending them out at the beginning of next week, because I don't think maybe by this weekend, I don't know. We'll see. It's 4 shoes, so, and a lot of glitter and a lot of glue. We'll see what happens. But here is the shoe down here. The blue is sealed already, and the gold is still being, I'm on my second coat of the gold. This white over here doesn't have anything on it, it's just paint, so after this gold gets sealed, then I'll go ahead and add the white to that. But that's the entirety of that shoe. This is the mother's shoe, and over here is the rest of them. And these are the daughter's shoes. There's lots of extra gold around the edges because I'm still working on the gold, and so it's messy. But this is the daughter's pair of shoes, what they're going to look like. Same design in the back and around the edge, but the toe is significantly different. The reason I did the toe different on these is because the smaller shoe, I just can't get this level of detailing in a smaller shoe. Not with using glitter anyway, because I literally use glue with a paintbrush, and I do have smaller tip paintbrushes that I use, but this happens to be the one I'm using right now for this edge of the shoe. Anyway, this is just Mod Podge glue, and then I'm shaking the glitter onto it. Well, to get this kind of detail with glitter like that is really very difficult with these tiny little lines I'm trying to get. So, trying to get that on a smaller shoe, just not cool. Anyway, that's those. And I have several things that are going to be coming up. So the Tootsies Tuesdays is about to get a little bit more entertaining, so you're not going to be looking at Perryville Panthers anymore. I have this pair of sneakers that are going to become some either Jesus shoes or dolphins. It depends on what color I decide to go with. But anyway, both of these are going to be worked on. One of them is going to wind up having Jesus cross designs on it, while the other one is going to have some dolphins happening on them. And then this pair here is just pulled out to be working on their peep toe They're suede material. But I'm going to be using those to make some Captain America shoes. This is the same exact shoe outside of the box that I have another project going on with these that I haven't touched since the first day I actually started working on them. That's the untouched shoe. The glitter on the bottom comes with it. It actually peels right off. And this lace look on the heel is what I was actually beginning to do. There's not lace on that side. That's the beginning color, and then I put this lace effect on the outside of it. But I haven't done anything with it since I touched it the first time. So I have that project going on. Then there's these little girl shoes. Well, actually, these are little boy shoes. They belonged to my son who's sitting over there. Hey, Jaden. They were his shoes. They were black to begin with, and then my daughter decided once they fit her and she grew into them that she wanted them, so I painted them to her specifications with the pink and the glitter and the rhinestone trim. Everything on here is exactly the color and everything she wanted. Well, as you can see down here in the bottom, it's kind of scraped looking. I've been trying to take it all off to start all over again, because when I did these, I used a spray-on adhesive acrylic sealer, and all it did was make it a sticky mess. So I'm taking everything off, rubbing alcohol on it and everything, and starting over from scratch. And I already have a buyer for these actually, once I'm finished. So I don't just do heels and stuff. I'll do pretty much whatever you ask me to do, unless it's out of my league and I know I'm not capable of it. Another project that I have coming up next week, I'm going to be meeting with a future bride to do her shoes. And this is going to be something different than I've ever done before. She's asking me to actually dye her shoes for her. They're satin. So I'll be posting about how that project goes. And because I've not worked with shoes in that capacity before, I am going to be buying different colors and using a satin sheet to actually test the colors on it first and make sure it's all good. Now I say never done that before. I never done that before as Sparkle Freaks, but I have dyed shoes before, and it's actually, ironically, here's a little funny haha story for you. My family's business in New Jersey was Tarantino Shoe Repair. My dad's father owned a shoe repair place in New Jersey, and that's one of the things that I was taught how to do when I was a little kid, because I used to love hanging out in the shoe repair shop. So I cleaned all the big huge machines and everything that did all the sole of the shoes and shaped and formed the shoes, and I watched my uncle sew them. I was never allowed to do that because that machine is a little bit too intense probably for an 8-year-old. But just a little twist of how the circle of life goes is my family's business was shoe repair, and they were cobblers, and here I am designing shoes. Of all of the things that I could have decided I wanted to try to play with, it happens to be shoes. Go figure. So anyway, I'm going to switch this around and recap. So we've got those over there that are on their design sheet. That's going to be some purple and teal lace effect. Then we've got the girl boots that are going to be refinished. And then these are going to be Captain America. And then we've got some Jesus cross and dolphins happening on these sneakers. And of course, these are finally in their very last stages of being worked on. So that's what we got going on this week. I do need to let y'all know that nobody did anything, any voting on the auction for the sandals that were on the auction in the group. So honestly, the group is very small right now, so I'm going to stop doing any auctions on there until the group grows a little bit more, because I don't want it to be not fun, because if only 2 people are doing bids on the auctions, it's not very fun, and it kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm going to put a pause to that until later, and then I will resume that again once the group grows a little bit more. So for now, the group will focus on just how-tos, and I'll start getting people involved with sharing their little projects and things going on. One last thing that I know I forgot to mention. Let me come over to the messy side of my room. Actually, the whole thing is a mess. What am I talking about? Trying to find my tumblers, which seems I am not finding. However, baby shoes. Lots of baby shoes. This top drawer actually has toddler size of the same adult sneakers that I have. These are a pair that are actually already done. So I do have toddler size, so I can make matching mommy and me sets if you would like me to do that for you as well. Totally didn't even think about that. Not what I was looking for to show you right now, but that is an available option that I completely have not even ever mentioned to y'all. What I was trying to find, and obviously can't do very well while I'm trying to, oh, that's because I moved it. It's way on the top of my shelf. It's up there in that very top thing, which means I can't reach it while I'm doing the video. I have the tumbler cups. I posted them in the craft group, and so I do have somebody who wants to host a party with doing that. If you're interested in creating your own designs and you live in the local area, then get with me and I will definitely talk to you about how much that would cost to do something like that. I have tumblers in two different shapes. I have the tall skinnies and the fatter version. 20 ounce on all of them, I think. I'm not sure. But I have a lot of other things that we can work on too, like hair bows and these headbands that I can help you put some flowers and stuff like that on there. I have a ton of different craft things that we can work on. If you wanted to have a craft party or just learn how to do it, then definitely hit up the group, because that's where I talk about all that type of stuff. Anyway, I am rambling, and so that means I need to go ahead and just shut up and stop the video and get back to doing these shoes before my glue dries on me. So everybody have a good night, and thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday at 9.
Bye.
Jaden says bye.